We have nothing out here to communicate with the outside world. It's like I've gone beyond the point of hunger. Wonder what would happen if you were actually legitimately stranded out here. Let's see if we can somehow create drinking water on this island. There we go, that's fresh water. That thing is so big. We're about to get smashed into this bloody rock wall here. There we go. We've only been here for like 30 seconds. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey. What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another video and welcome to 3 days out here solo in remote Australia. We have no food whatsoever. We have very, very little drinking water. And just to put a little bit of icing on the cake, right now as we sit on this tiny little island, we are actually stranded. We have a problem with the boat down there. We have very little water and the days are ridiculously hot. Let's rewind to the start. This is one hell of an adventure. That is it. Once we leave this car, we are leaving all creature comforts behind. For the next 3 days, I'm going to be out here solo, surviving in one of the harshest places in Australia. We have absolutely no phone service. We've got no food whatsoever. We've got very, very limited amount of drinking water. We're going to be living on this tiny little boat for the next 3 days. So the aim of the game is to eat what we catch, explore this place we've never been before. Next couple of days is going to be a grind. 43 degrees right here, right now. 43 degrees Celsius. It's hot. The water's beautiful. Let's go on an adventure, doggies. This time of year it gets very, very windy. Over the next 3 days we are going to cop a little bit of wind in the head. It's going to be strong, it's going to be real rough out here, but you just got to take it with the good and the bad. We've got 60 litres of fuel on board, 60 litres of fuel. We're going to be scraping the barrel, if I've done my math right. We're going to be coming back, sucking the bee's dick out of the bottom of the jerry cans here. So we've got 60 litres, we've got 20, we've got another 20, 60 litres of fuel. 3 days of adventure ahead of us. Dude, look at this. Bro, I am frothing out. What the game plan is, there's heaps of these islands scattered all over the area. We're going to be camping one night on one island, one night on another, one night on another. The furthest island is an absolute steam away. It's going to take a long time to get to it. But we've got fly rods, we've got the legendary noodle rod, sight casting fish, eating whatever we catch. Dude, frothing. Noodle rod. There's a school of fish down here. I'm not exactly sure what they are. There's a big school of fish here. Come on, eat it up. Oh, fish on. That's fish, doggies. Noodle rod. Oh, we've only been here for like 30 seconds. Oh my God, the noodle rod is proper buckled. Oh, this is a good fish, man. Oh, the noodle rod. We have only just arrived. Oh, bro, that's going around the front. That's a good fish. What is this thing? Holy smokes. Oh, look at the flex in it, man. Oh, this is why I come here, doggies. Oh, now that's grown a massive set of legs. Oh, you go, baby. He didn't even know he was hooked. You're joking. The noodle rod doing what it does best. Slaying fish. He's going straight into those rocks over there, man. I can't even turn his head. It's a half decent fish. Come on, baby, come in. Get here. You're joking! We just pulled hooks on that fish. We just pulled hooks on it. What happened? Little soft plastic. That thing just got smoked, dude. Oh, there's a school of fish right here. Well, look at this. There's actually a school of fish right behind the boat. I'm just gonna jig that plastic at the back. Got him. We're on again. You're joking. This doesn't happen. We just pulled hooks on one and we've just set hooks into another. It should be illegal. Yeah, he's got a good set of legs on him as well. Oh, get in here, you big dog. This one's definitely not as big as that first one, but he's still giving me a bit of curry. What is it? Looks like a trevally, maybe? Oh, dude, he's still giving me curry. Very, very, very light line. I can't put too much hurt on this fish or we're gonna pop the leader, but we're gaining some traction on him. I think it's a yellow, I think it's a trevally. Oh, dude, he's giving me some serious curry. Here we go, we got eyes on it. It is a beautiful golden trevally. The noodle rod going hard, dude. Come here, buddy. Here we go, we got you. Yeah, doggy. This is a beautiful way to start the trip. That is a golden trevally. Smoked that soft plastic on the legendary noodle rod. A fish like that, probably a little bit too much food for me, but look, it's early in the day, we've got no ice out here, we're just gonna have to let this thing go, but it would be lovely eating around a fire later on. Golden trevally on the noodle rod. Look at those big, pleasurable lips. I know what you're thinking, lads. Clean up your mind. But look at that. That is a beautiful fish. Let's get him back in the water. That was way, way too much fun. I've said it once and I'll say it again. That is the most amount of fun you can have with a pair of pants on. That is, what a way to start the day. Pick your weapon. We've got a 10 weight, we've got a 7 weight. I'm gonna run the 7 weight fly rod. I know for a fact that we've got trevally around here. If we can pick one up on a 7 weight fly rod, it's gonna be super fun. There they are, right there. Oh my God, dude, they're right there. What have we got? They're right there. They're just behind the boat. Check this out, ready? This ain't gonna take long, man. Hop, fish on. Oh, we just pulled it. We just pulled it. There's fish on straight away. All right, ready? It's not gonna take long. Oh, that's a little bit off the pack. Fish on, that's fish. Oh, doggies, we're on. Yep, there we go, baby. Fish on fly straight away. That's so crazy, bruh. Fish on fly. Oh. There, doggy. That's the best. He's got a set of legs on him. He's got a proper set of legs on him. Oh. Tell you what, mate, this is not a bad way to start a little camping adventure. Noodle rod's been flogged. Fly rod is getting a flogging. I think this fish is a little bit of a bigger fish. I've been playing him for a fair while. He was taking me right into the rocks over there, but we've got him out in a nice clean blue water and we're just having the time of our lives here. This is what it's all about. There he is. Beautiful golden. All right, let's see if we can lead this thing into the boat. Yeah, he's a nice fish, man. Come here, bud, come here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit bigger than the noodle rod. And he's gone. Just like that. We just popped him off. Probably should have used the net. That's what he did before. He took me into those rocks and he started scratching that line up. But, bro, what a way to start. Let's go. I've been driving for about 40 minutes. This is another big island here. And what I'm looking for at the moment is oysters or some kind of rock or shellfish that we can be eating. Because, like I said, we've got no food. I would love a feed of oysters right now. That would be incredible. Usually around here you get something called a turban shell. It's like a big shell. You can eat the meat inside. It's actually quite a substantial piece of meat inside the shell. But it's definitely not a lot on offer. All right then, if there's no bloody oysters to have for lunch, I'm gonna get the fly rod out. We're gonna pull something off this little bank here. Very shallow, but it does look very fishy. I'm gonna make a little bit of delicious food if we can pull a fish off this bank. Come on, you big slob. Bro, I am struggling to get a fish on the deck. We've been fishing for a bloody long time now. I've been flicking flies, flicking the noodle rod. It's always the way, man. Start off with a fish, straight up, and then it's just nothing. We have not seen a fish in a long time. Come on. I need to eat something. There we go. It is all happening. We've got a fish on. We're about to get smashed into this bloody rock wall here. But we do have a fish. Oh, it is a beautiful fish. That is an absolute stonker of a fish. Why does everything have to happen at once? Stay on the hook, stay on the hook, stay. Oh yeah, doggies. Yeah, doggy. Bang! Now that is what I'm talking about. That is a stonker of a brim. We just got this big dirty brim on the fly. I've been fishing for quite a while I've actually been trying to target this fish because we're gonna turn that into silver brim jerky. and it is going to be delicious. The first thing we're going to eat on this mission is this fish. Back of this ledge here, they come out just pack attack. They come up and just smash it. There's about 50 of them there. We only need the one for now, but you can see that fly hanging out of his mouth. That is a beautiful brim. He is going to get chewed up right now. We're going to do something pretty delicious with this fish. Killer. Oh, I am starving. Been fishing for about 3 hours straight, like noodle rod, fly rod, just piffing hard. But well, we've just secured ourselves a beautiful brim. We've actually caught it on the other side over there, but it's that windy now that I've had to shoot onto this side just so the wind's behind us a bit. We're cutting that brim up right now. I'm starving. There it is. Big, dirty, beautiful brim. That is going to be delicious. We're going to rip 2 fillets off this fish. Like I said at the start of the episode, we don't have anything to cook with. No salt, no pepper, no butter, no oil. Like, we're out here really with nothing whatsoever. So we're just gonna have to do a little bit of primitive eating with this fish. It's gonna be delicious, don't worry. But it is a bloody beautiful brim. Look at the color of that meat, mate. That is white, delicious meat right there. Look at that. One. First meal of the day. 2 big juicy pieces of brim fillet. What I'm going to do, get the skin off these, and then we're going to do something a little bit delicious. It's going to take a while, but it'll be good. There's a bit of skin gone. Surprisingly, that took a long time to get this fish, man. I was working for it, but we got one in the end. I wouldn't mind going to find something like a, I don't know, like small crabs to eat, or some kind of a rock, like a rock shell, oysters, turban shells, something like that. But look, this is where we're at the moment. Fresh fish right there, just like this. That's how we're eating it for now. I'm going to do something with this a little bit later on as well. I'm not going to start a fire right now. The sun's too high in the sky. We've got way too many adventures to do. We'll eat a little bit of raw fish. I'm going to make a little bit of raw fish jerky as well. So we'll cut this into jerky pieces, and we're going to dry it out in the boat. Just cutting these brim fillets up into very, very fine slices of fish meat like this. What we've got in the boat is a tray, so we're just going to lay them on a little tray, let them sit in the sun, basically just make fish jerky. Goes nice and chewy. Dunk it in the salt water dries on the meat, and you've got these beautiful little chunks of just chewy, salty fish meat while we're out there fishing. Look at that. A little bit of soy sauce wouldn't go astray. I think for the first time ever doing videos out here, there's no flies. Like, there's not one fly anywhere to be seen. If there were flies here right now, they would be smoking this. Leave it in the sun, it's going to crunch up. It's going to taste absolutely bloody phenomenal a little bit later on. Just leave it on the boat. We're going to keep fishing, we're going to keep moving. I might even call this place home tonight. I'll show you guys around. This is actually a pretty sick little camp spot. That's it, a tray of fish jerky. Going in the boat, going to sit in the sun, dry out, crisp up. That's going to give me something to chew on while we're fishing. Obviously tonight we're going to try to get something a little bit more substantial than this, but that there, that's just going to tie me over. This is probably not a bad little spot to camp for the night. We'll sleep up here on the beach. The boat's going to be safe. This is like a mill pond here. The wind is absolutely bloody beautiful. Firewood up the top, firewood on top of that sand dune. We're about an hour and 45 minutes from where we started this morning. We'll jump back in the boat. We'll keep this place in mind though, because it does look pretty sick to camp. Been giving these weed beds a big nudge, trying to get a squid, but so far, no good. What is good, but, is this jerky. When you leave it in the sun, it loses that fishy flavour, and it just becomes like soft. That's actually hell good. Soft fish meat. A little bit of soy sauce and lemon, and that would be like a 5-star meal, bro. That's not good, man. That's really not good. I think we've just used our 120-litre tank of fuel already on day 1, and it's not even over yet. I'm steaming across the bay trying to get to the other side, seeing if we can't pick up a fish. We've got about 2 hours of sunlight left in the day, and the boat engine just starts going blue, blue, blue. just sucking this jerry can dry. There's no fuel in it. We have to flip them over, put a full one in, we'll keep moving, but dude, that's a whole 20 litres gone. All right, we're back on. The 20 litres of fuel done. That's bad, dude, that's really not good. We're gonna go see if we can't get a fish, chuck on a fire soon. We need to get something else for dinner. Here we go, Noodle Rod. Do what you do best. Get us dinner. Look at all these shags, man, they're everywhere. That's fish on, fish on! Fish on, doggy! Yeah! Yes, that's fish. Oh, you go, you big pig! That's the best, man. Oh, Noodle Rod's getting its absolute ass handed to it. Oh, what is that a Spango? Hold on a second. Oh, that's a Spango! You're joking, get in the boat, bud. Up and in, up and in. Oh, we are eating like absolute bloody lords! Noodle Rod, first cast. You dirty little dog. That is a beautiful emperor. That is dinner. That is a really good tasting fish. That's dinner for the night. Soft plastic hanging out of his jaw. Let's do it again. That's in the danger zone. Oh, that's fish on. That is fish. Did you see that take on the surface? What is this thing? Oh, that's a big brim, dude. It's another big brim. First, this place is dynamite. Bro, that's like a 45 centimeter brim. That is an absolute pig of a brim. I'm gonna keep him for dinner as well. We're gonna have a huge feed. We don't need any more fish after this one. One more cast, here we go. Come on, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Fish on. Oh my God, it's every cast. Every single cast. Look how many brim there are. Oh yeah, we got another one. That is another huge brim. What do you mean? Bro, this is actually ridiculous. I'm gonna measure this fish. But that thing is a huge, bro, that's a massive brim. Look at the bump on his noggin. He's a big old dog. I'm gonna quickly get a measuring mat out. We'll measure him, we'll get him back in the water. Big dog is on the mat. What are we going? 43 centimeters, dude. Every single cast, you're banging a 43 centimeter brim off the back of this little rock wall here. That's incredible. It's not every day you can come to a place like this and bang 43 centimeter brim every single cast on a bloody noodle rod. That is what it's all about right there. We have a beautiful emperor for dinner and we've got a big dirty brim. That is gonna absolutely block me up. That's a heap of food. There's something very, very rewarding when you're out here, you've got nothing, you've got no supplies, you've got no food, and then you bag 2 fish like that. As the sun is starting to melt over the ocean, there's a weird feeling of like accomplishment behind that right there. We're eating food, we've got food. I'm gonna punch back that way. We're gonna go start a fire, set up camp. I'm frothing out, mate. We did it. This is home for the night. Look at it. It is absolutely bloody gorgeous. This piece of sand here is as flat as it could possibly get. It's not a bad place to call home. Let's go, doggies. Alright, let's go. We've come back to the fish jerky grounds. This is where we did the fish jerky. It's too good not to stay here, honestly. Like, this is a dead flat bit of ground. We're gonna be sleeping there. The boat is safe. It's very, very calm in here. We've got that much sunlight left. We've got a heap of stuff to do, so let's move our asses. First things first, we're going up to the top of that hill. We're gonna gather a little bit of firewood. Look at this. This big old thing. Yeah. Take it all. Get down there. That one stick will be enough to cook all that fish. All we need is a cooking fire. We have got a beautiful little fire going on. Started the fire first so we can get a nice bed of coals. Anything after that, it doesn't matter. We'll set up the bedroom in the dark, we'll cook in the dark. As long as we can get that nice bed of coals at sunset, that's what it's all about, mate. I'm just charging up a couple of batteries, the ones that we burnt through today. Someone in the comment section of this video is 100% going to say, he's got food with him. It's in the esky. Here's the esky, your hero. It's just full of camera gear. There's no food in there. Our food is down here, brussy. 2 fish in a bucket. They're going to be ridiculously good. 43 centimetre brim for dinner. Thank you very much. Now, if you guys remember, these 3 items, this tent, this sleeping mat, and this sleeping pillow, if you guys remember this stuff, it means you are an OG follower of the channel, because this is the very first tent I used when I started this YouTube channel in Indonesia like 4 or 5 years ago. Still going strong. The reason I'm sleeping in a tent tonight, 2 reasons. Mosquitoes here are as bad can be. Second reason, snakes. Hot days like today, snakes are prolific around this area, especially along the edge of the waterline at night time. They come down, you believe it or not, they actually catch crabs. We've been sleeping here before, not here, but in this area before, and we've had snakes come up on the side of the swag at night time. So this will just give me a little bit of insurance. I'm not putting the cover on it so I can see through there, see the stars. It's going to be a hell night's sleep. Just like that, the bedroom is made. Here we go. 2 beautiful fish, scales on, guts in, the whole thing, gills, guts, scales, the whole shooting match. All I'm gonna do is, we're just gonna lower them onto this tray. The tray is quite high above the fire at the moment, because I just want them to slow cook. The most incredible thing when you're out here, when you've got no phone reception, you've got no one to talk to, no one to bother you, all you've got out here is time. So what we've got is a fair distance between the coals and the fish, and they're slowly just going to cook over time. 2 big old fish under a little fire there. Home, set up. Now it's time to go for a bath. Let's go for a swim. Yeah, dude. I can smell that fish from that fire. Oh, this is too good. That smell of that fish is coming straight down here with that fire, and it smells that good. Tell you what, mate, doesn't get much better than this, does it? I'm gonna sit here till the fish is done. I'll check in with you guys when we're having dinner. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. We have 2 ridiculously good eating fish in front of me here. Have a go at that. That's a massive brim. Check this out. This is just gonna peel off. It's gonna like, oh, look at this meat. Different texture. Oh, that is, the brim's delicious. Smoky. Wow. Doesn't get much fresher than this. That is incredibly good. I don't know which one's better. The brim's a bit of a different texture, but both incredible. Mate, that was one of the most incredibly good feeds. I nearly ate that whole entire feast. Like, I was trying to finish the whole lot, but I just couldn't, man. I'm over full right now. I was just stuffing my face as much as possible because tomorrow, food is not a guarantee. We might not catch a single thing tomorrow. We're still here for tomorrow and the next day again. So that was a hell of a feed. I literally filled myself up to the brim. What I'm doing at the moment, sorting out the fuel situation. Tomorrow we're doing a big steam. We've already gone through 20 litres, which surprises me. That's not normal for this boat. I've got to see what's going on here, but we just went through 20 litres of fuel today, which ain't good. So tomorrow we have a massive steam with a little bit of light. I'm full as a boot. I'm happy as a pig in shit. Filling up the fuel, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. It's probably a couple of hours before bedtime yet, but it's going to be dark, so see what we do. Who knows? The first things first, we've got to fill up these fuel containers because we ain't running out of fuel in the middle of the ocean tomorrow. I'll give you the hot tip. Also, a lot of people have been asking, why did you just stop filming videos on YouTube, bruh? Look, I just took the start of the year off filming videos. I spent time with the girls. If you guys are new to the channel, I've got an 8-month-old daughter. She's incredible. I literally spent the whole month of January just hanging out with the girls. We went to Indo, we did some sick stuff together. It was amazing, but I'm back behind the camera. I'm back filming again, doggies. So from now on, videos are back. But yeah, I just had a little bit of time off. It was amazing. Spent time with the girls, surfed heaps, went fishing heaps. Just did what I do every other day really, but just without a camera in my hand. It was a nice refreshing change. All right, last thing we need to do for the night is put a rear anchor out because the tide's going to be low when we wake up in the morning, and if the wind switches at night time and the wind changes, the boat's going to be high and dry, and there's no way in the world I can lift this boat off dry sand by myself. So last thing we need to do for the night is just chuck an anchor out the back. I'll have an anchor out the back, an anchor out the front, and I can sleep easy at night. Because we are hours and hours and miles and kilometers away from any human being right now. All right, we've got an anchor out the back, we've got an anchor out the front. I don't have an anchor light on this boat actually. I have had it happen twice on 2 separate occasions. Not my boat, other people's boats. Didn't know the people, but I was camping near them. They woke up in the morning, their anchor pulled and their boat was gone. That ain't happening to us tonight because literally we are in the middle of nowhere. If this boat disappears tonight, we are absolutely fingered. So what I'm gonna do, just a little bit of a precaution. I've got a glow stick here. Snap these glow sticks, light them up. Any bottle with liquid, that's a bottle of Sofel. You know, I've just come back from Indonesia because that's Sofel, one of the most hectic insect repellents in the world. What you do is grab these glow sticks, chuck him in that bottle of Sofel, screw that lid back on, tie a bit of fishing line around the neck of him, and that little fella there is going to glow like you would not believe at night. Then I'm going to tie it off onto here, onto this bow rail, and what's going to happen is at night time, when I'm inside my tent, I can wake up, I can look out here, and this little bottle will be glowing until the sun rises. 2 glow sticks in there, they'll last the entire night. So 1 anchor, 2 anchor, light at the front, we're done. I'm gonna go crawl into the tent. It has just gone 3:30 in the morning. I just woke up to check the boat. Everybody who's laughing at my funny little boat light, look at this. I can see you, mate. Yeah, I know you're there. How good is that thing? I can see it from a mile away. That's epic. The boat's there, 3:30 in the morning. Going back to sleep. See you in the morning. Come on, you bastard. Yes! We got it, doggy. We got it. Hey, good bloody morning to you. It is early. The sun is not up yet. We have a massive issue. I've just started the fire using the hot coals from underneath the earth. Took a bloody long time to get this thing going. Very, very small pieces of kindling. I've just been blowing it for a long time. We finally just had ignition. So we've got a nice little fire going. We can do a little bit of a barista session. But we've woken up to an issue this morning, and it's an issue that I'm not very frothed out about. I'll show you guys in just a second. So last night, as you guys would have seen, we were making a couple of precautions with the boat, just so we're safe out here. You know, we are miles away from any kind of civilization, any human life. So I put an anchor out the back, I put an anchor out the front. We also made our little glow stick light at the front, which worked absolutely incredible, by the way. But what I miscalculated was the tides. That's right. Because there's no phone service out here, we have nothing out here to communicate with the outside world. The tides are a lot bigger than I first anticipated. And the boat is high and dry. This is definitely something that I did not want to wake up to. Here's the tide line from last night. This is where the tide came up to. I gave myself, I think it's about 9 meters of rope here from up there. I thought I'd be fine, but I've completely miscalculated the tides. And the little tinny is high and dry. Now the problem with this boat is it weighs an absolute ton. It's only 4.3 meters, but he's a heavy little nugget. And for me to wiggle this boat down to the water, I've tried this morning already, like just as I got the first light. It is hard, dude. It weighs an absolute ton. So we've miscalculated the tides. Boat's high and dry. I did not think the tide was going to be that big, man. That tide is huge for the area we're in. It's not even a full moon or a new moon either. It's like we're halfway through the moon at the moment. It's very strange. But anyway, we're high and dry. That's not good, man. That's not good. So what do? When your boat's high and dry, shit hits the fan and you're stuck on a little island for probably majority of the day because the boat ain't gonna move. First thing we do is we make coffee. I'm gonna pour these delicious coffee beans. Oh my lordy. Have a sniff of that. That is ridiculous. FDYS heavy hitting coffee beans. If you guys want to get your coffee, fielddaysshop.com. Don't mess around, treat yourself to a good cup of coffee in the morning, especially when shit hits the fan like this. We're gonna grind up a couple of coffee beans, make a coffee, and then we'll see what we're gonna do for the day. But we're literally stranded on this little island for probably the majority of the day. Look at that. Heavenly. Oh, you are such a little nugget. This thing weighs a ton, dude. There's no way I'm moving that by myself. I'm gonna have a coffee. Yeah, dude, look at that. That is ridiculously good coffee. I wonder what would happen if you were actually legitimately stranded out here. Like, there was an issue with the boat never started. I wonder if you would be able to survive out here. Like, it is a brutal, where we are right now in Australia is a brutal part of the coastline. There's just no water sources at all. There's no, it's just dry, hot nothingness out here. I've calculated my water for the 3 days that I'm out here. I've got enough drinking water, just enough drinking water and enough water to make a coffee each morning. Now, if my calculations are anything like my fuel calculations, we're gonna be up shit creek without a paddle because we've just burnt through 20 litres of fuel just yesterday, which ain't good. But look, it gets me thinking. What happens if you are stuck out here and you don't have any drinking water? I'm gonna go see if we can generate drinking water today. Just using the supplies that we have. I have enough water to be out here and survive out here, but I'm just gonna see if it is possible because, dude, it's a harsh environment out here. I reckon that's what I'm gonna do. We've got nothing else to do. The boat's high and dry. But we got coffee, nothing else matters. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Righto, here is the what if situation. We're stuck on this island, the boat doesn't start, and we've just drank our last mouthful of our drinking water, which means we have no drinking water left. Hypothetically, let's see if we can somehow create drinking water on this island. That is what we're going to try to achieve today. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go for a big walk. We're going to see if we can find any materials washed up on this beach. This seaweed line is going to be the best place to start. This is obviously where wind and swell has pushed up seaweed. And in that seaweed should be, hopefully, some form of rubbish. Something we can use to generate drinking water. Here we go, look at this. That means a cat has been down here very recently. Those tracks would blow away in the wind that we have yesterday afternoon. So that's a pretty recent cat track. Cats, unlike goats, there's goats up there on the hill as well. Goats actually drink salt water and they can survive somehow off salt water. Humans cannot drink salt water. Cats need fresh water to survive. Where's that cat getting his water from? Because I'm not seeing no sources of water out here. Kangaroos have been down here as well. You can see, oh, this is the perfect kangaroo imprint. Look at this, that's his tail. That's one foot, that's the other foot. And he's come down with his hands here. That's one claw, and that's his other claw. He's hopping that way. Kangaroos need fresh water to survive as well. So where are they getting it from? All right, when something like that happens, that brings you back to reality very, very quickly. Walking along these rocks here looking for rubbish, there is a dugite sitting on this rock right in front of me. I didn't even see the snake. If you guys don't know what a dugite is, it's a highly venomous snake here in Australia. They are prolific in this part as well. There's a lot of dugites around here. He was sitting on this rock in the sun. I was within a meter away of it and I spooked him and he just boosted off the rock and he's gone in here somewhere. He's in one of these rocks here, but he was a big dugite, man. That is a little friendly reminder. I'm walking around here with no shoes on these rocks. Dude, if I stood on that snake, I don't even want to know, man. Boat's high and dry. We're literally stuck on this island. There's a snake right here. Snake was sitting up here like that. And as I came and walked, I stood on this rock here, man. Snake was there. He's come down. He's just busted up that. You can see that sand has been disrupted. He went over that rock and he went under there somewhere. So he's in around here now. That is a very friendly reminder. I'm jumping around on these rocks with no shoes on. If we got bitten by that snake, I'd be straight to the boat, setting off the EPIRB and just not moving my leg. Strap it up and just don't move and just wait for help. He was a big dog too. Oh, it's a full bottle, bro. It's a full bottle. That is an old wine bottle. It's even got a drip of wine in it, dude. There's still a little bit of wine in there, dude. Look at that. That is epic. Now that is what you want to find out here. I don't know how many of these are going to be washed up. It's probably some filthy rich sailor's just thrown a $500 bottle of wine over the edge of his yacht, but looks like she's been floating around in the ocean for a bit. It is a fully intact wine bottle with a dribble of wine in the bottom. I wonder what it tastes like. Yeah, that's wine. A little bit of red wine, doggies, for breakfast. But that is an incredibly good find. We're going to use this thing to somehow source water. Just as you think you found the perfect bottle, it's actually got a crack in it. It's obviously, it's a tiny little hairline crack in the bottle on the bottom there. Obviously there was no salt water in there. It's still an airtight bottle at the moment, but as soon as you introduce heat to this bottle, it's already got a crack in it. It's going to crack again, which sucks. I don't know if you guys you see that crack there. I made that crack worse, but it was only a little hairline crack before. So what we're gonna have to do now is I'm gonna heat the bottle up in here. These coals are still really hot. We're gonna try to smash the bottom of the bottle off, but keeping it in a whole bottle. So I'll get the bottle real hot. Oh, that's perfect. See that? That's what I'm talking about. You guys just seen that happen with your own eyes. The pressure of the bottle just popped the bottom out. So what we've got now is we've got a nice clean cylinder. There's no bottom on it. We're gonna have to sort of jimmy up something now. Basically, we've got two options of making water. Condensation, where you have like a big plastic bag on the ground covering a tree, doing that style, which we don't have a big sheet of plastic, so that's out of the question. And the only option we have right now is boiling water, capturing the steam from the salt water, which eventually is drinkable water. So we need to figure out a way where we can boil the water, harvest the steam, and then drip it into a cup or something like that. What I found in the boat, on the bottom of the boat, is this can. So we're just using whatever we can out here. There's that wine bottle we found. We popped the bottom off. What is in my favor? This can fits with a little bit of pressure on the bottom of that wine bottle perfectly. So here's the game plan. We're gonna fill up this bottle with salt, this can with salt water up to that level of the lip. So it's gonna be half full of water. That's gonna screw onto there like that, and this is gonna be on a little bit of a pitch on a downward angle. The can's gonna be sitting in the fire or on these hot coals. Once it starts boiling, the only place that steam has to go is inside the bottle. It should condensate in the bottle. We'll have a cold rag over the bottle to help it condensate. And then hopefully we get little drips of water coming out here. That's the only way we're gonna be able to catch this steam. If it works, you can literally probably live out here forever. If it doesn't, we're dead. Oh bro, it's happening. It's happening already. All right, you need to witness this before it stops. If it stops, I'm not sure if it will. So what's happening is, the water's boiling in the can, it's getting transferred through the bottle, and then the steam is coming through the bottle and it's hitting this little chamber here. I'm not sure if you guys can see on the camera, but there is water dripping. So the steam's coming through, it's getting stuck in this little canister, and then it's like sort of condensating and dripping into the bottle. If I put a cold shirt over this black thing here, it'll work a lot quicker, but we've got a little bit of water in that cup already, but not much. Oh, see that? That was a big dribble of water. There we go. That's fresh water. That's drinking water. That, my friends, is drinking water. Look at the drops now, man. She's hoofing. Well, I can confirm that we have fresh water dripping into the cup. We're not making world records amount of water, but you leave that thing sit there, let the full can boil out. It'll take a fair while for that can to boil out. Repeat the process over and over again. We have a mouthful of drinking water in the next couple of hours if that just keeps ticking over like that, which is bloody beautiful. The other thing which is bloody beautiful is I think this tide has turned. Yeah, dude, it's coming up, man. Before, the bottom of this engine mount was completely dry. Now the water's starting to lick up here. Yes. I want to go fishing, man. We've got a long way to go. That water's gonna have to come up to here somewhere before I can even move it, but she's starting to chug in. There's actually water forming. Like we're actually creating water as I sit here. There would have been a million different ways to do this. Probably the best way to do it would have been to use this billy, because this billy actually has like a clip-on lid which can build pressure inside. The other way that I was thinking about doing it, which I didn't want to, but if it was a survival situation and we were stuck here in the bush, I would have punched a hole in the top of the side of this billy. I would have cut that can in half, rolled the can up so it's like a little hose. We could have stuck that hose in the billy, click the lid on, fill it up with salt water. The pressure would boil up, then we'd do the same sort of system. That would be a lot better, because it's not a real survival situation. I don't want to bust a hole in me billy. I've had this thing for years, and we've had some great times together, and we've had some good coffees together too. So that's what I would have done, but look, this is working just fine. We're actually making drinking water. All right, that's gonna take some time. The tide's gonna take time. I'm gonna put a backpack on, we're gonna pick up a fly rod, and we're going for a massive walk over there. Let's go see if we can't wrangle ourselves a little bit of breakfast. I've just set up a 5-weight fly rod, so this is like a light fly rod. This is gonna be super fun. Backpack, we're walking. We're gonna go right over that headland in the distance. It's probably like 8 k's away or something. It's pretty far up there. We're just gonna walk along this little shelf and just see what we can find. This is gonna be sick. Holy dooly, man. Look at that thing there. That is a giant turtle, man. Oh my God. That thing is so big. Look at the size of this turtle. It's my hand on it, bro. That is a giant turtle. Obviously he's not alive anymore, but that is a giant. Are you kidding? Smells glorious. Big sheet of body armor, eh? That's so gnarly. Oh, that's fish. That is fish on the fly. We have got fish. It's not a monster. Very interesting take. This is now the 3rd one of these that I've caught. Don't make me have you for breakfast. There's got to be something better than this out there. We've got 3 of these now. Look at the bloody pincers on them. There's little bait fish out here, don't even stand a chance. All right, we'll get you back, mate. These things are everywhere. Oh yeah, little jump. Another one. Oh, you don't want to be getting your finger in there. I'm coming close. Jesus, that hook's in there proper. Oh, there you go, mate. Let it go. Let it go. There you go. See you later. There's a fish. I don't think this is a long time, eh? What have we got here? Give him the little 5-weight a bit of curry. Oh, it's a good brim. Bang. There we go. Little chunky one. I'm gonna let this one go though. I reckon we'll find some more. Off you go, mate. Well, that was a little bit of fun. Nothing crazy. We've got a couple of fish, but no big slobs on the deck. We're gonna start heading back to the boat, see if that boat's underwater. If it is, we've got another island to explore today. We've got a lot of k's to drive, so I'm gonna start heading back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that tide's come up enough. Ah, the tide has not moved a whisker since we left. We've been gone for about an hour and 45 minutes. Hasn't even moved this much. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take all the heavy stuff off the boat. The electric engine, the batteries, the fuel can, the fuel tanks, everything that makes the boat heavy. Hopefully I can lighten the boat up just enough to bounce him over and get him in the water, because I want to keep exploring, man. There's more islands to see. Yeah, drain that water out. Not much in there, but every single kilo counts at the moment. Oh man, we're moving it. Oh, you little... Oh! That's all it took. Now we're gonna load it all back in, pack up the tent. We're going on an adventure. We got it done. That's killer. Here's our little water maker device before I pack it all up. We've ran 2 cans full of water through this little steam thing here. Bottom of the coffee grinder worked a treat. Now we don't have a lot of water. There's definitely not much water in here, but that water in the bottom is fresh drinking water. You would be able to drink that. Obviously it's dirty, it's full of ash, it's full of sand because we left it for like 2 hours. But if you were here stuck on the bush, that little bit of water, you could generate a whole lot more water if you had the patience. Obviously we don't need water, but good experiment, it worked. That is fresh drinking water right there. We'll have a go. It's full of ash, it's full of sand. That's fresh water, mate. That right there is fresh drinking water. Yep, we did it. You sat here long enough, you could probably make a full cup and get you through. Like crazy, dude. It's like easy 25 knots, probably a little bit more. Getting absolutely punished out here. We are burning fuel through this fuel way too fast, trying to drive into this headwind. This is hectic. I can't even get the anchor to hold, man. Like 30 meters of line on the anchor and it won't even hold. This is bad. I need to get this anchor caught up on a rock. There's rocks here, but it just won't grab. It's just ripping through the sand. It's that windy right now that it's just pulling the anchor through the sand. I've just come behind an island. I've just thrown the pick into a little hole and it's grabbed on the reef, thank God. So we can cut the engine off, save fuel, and we can just sort of make a game plan. It is blowing like you wouldn't believe. The GoPro never does its justice, but it's windy. All right, here we go. We've got 2 anchors ready. The car is up here in the distance. I decided to drive back to the car. This wind is getting worse and worse. I'm gonna head back to the car, see if I can put one of these anchors in the reef. The other one's just gonna hold the boat while I'm in the water. I'm gonna have to jump in the water to do this. So see you guys over there. Finally, we've got the anchor to hold. So what I'm doing now, I'm back on the beach where I launched the boat a few days ago. I've got the troopy. I'm unloading all of the gear out of the boat, and I'm just going to load it up into the troopy because this little tinny is going to get flogged when I try to put it on the trailer. These waves that are coming in here are just coming in and lapping on the shore. They're going to smash in the back of the boat and fill the boat up with water. Doing this kind of thing solo when it's windy like this is not the best, but it's epic. I just checked the weather and the wind is supposed to pick up even more tonight, and tomorrow is like hectic. So it's completely changed from when I checked it before. This is going to be very interesting. This beach is on a shitty angle and this sand is so soft. I've got max tracks under there, max tracks under there. Trailer is in. Let's see if we can pull this tinny out without bogging up. This is the tide line here, so that tide's gonna come up to there tonight, so we need to make sure we get out of here. Let's see how we go. Don't do that to me, baby. Now we're gonna go again. Well, it's not supposed to be a drive-on trailer, but we just made it one. Easy, brussy. Now we're gonna get up this soft beach. This is gonna be the hard part, I reckon. All right. Don't get bogged, you big rig. Find that max tracks, find that max tracks. No. We nearly got it. Nearly got it. This beach is so soft, bro. Come on, you big girl, get out of there. Come on, come on. That's a girl, good girl. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, we got out. What a bloody day. We got the boat on the trailer connected to the car. We're good, we are good. I really wanted to go camping again tonight. The reason why I had to pull the boat out of the water is the forecast. I just checked it before. The forecast for the wind is going to be absolutely like twice what it is now. So I had to get it in before those waves start getting bigger and bigger. They start crashing into the back of the boat. When you're solo with a boggy beach like this, there is nothing fun about that. So I had to bring it in. I don't know what we're gonna do now. We've got that much sunlight left. I have absolutely no food. There's no food in the troopy. I've got no food whatsoever. And it's 5:40 in the afternoon and it is blowing its absolute titties off. All right, I'm gonna go for a drive. We'll make a plan. Here we go. Sun has just set over there in the west. This place is absolutely covered in mosquitoes, man. I'm getting peppered by mosquitoes. Even in the wind, dude, they're hectic here. So I've just driven about 40-50 minutes up the coast a little bit to another spot. In the morning, I'm gonna get up real early. We're gonna drive another couple of hours to another spot that spot is the only place I can think of where you can fish in wind as bad as this. We're gonna keep the boat on the water. We're going backpack on foot. We're gonna have a steam. Tomorrow should be a sick day. I'm just gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm actually pretty fingered, so I'm gonna get some shut eye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going fishing again, fishing on foot. All right, peace out, much love, and good bloody night. All right. Good bloody morning to you, and welcome to day 3 of this adventure. Yesterday we got a little bit of a spanner thrown in the works, but it's all right, we figured something out. I think today we're on a bit of a mission. It's gonna be super fun. We've got a backpack, we've got a fly rod. We're on foot for the next couple of hours. We're just gonna be walking, sort of targeting what I would call a trophy fish on fly. Wind is already up, but oi, fly rod, backpack, and a bloody good attitude, we can conquer anything, mate. Holy shit. I think we might have a fish on here, doggies. Oh, it's a monster. It is a monster. Well, we've got a fish here, boys. Boys, we've got a fish here and it is a monster. He's on it. Oh, we're on. Doggies, we're on. He's gone. Oh, we just pulled hooks on it. We just pulled hooks. Now there's a flathead on it. Oh my God, that was a giant fish. Look at my line. I'm not using any wire trace out here, and that thing has just scratched up my line. Oh, I'm shaking, dude. That was a massive fish, man. That was devastating. That was a giant tailor. It was sort of one of those situations where she had it in her mouth and the kids opened the door and walked in. It's kind of one of those situations. She had it in her mouth and she just spat it out. That is devastating. That would have been by far my personal best tailor I've ever caught. It was huge, man. That's probably the biggest tailor I've ever seen. That's completely out of your control when stuff like that happens. I just stripped it perfectly, placed the fly in front of his face, stripping it back nice and slowly, and he just come and smoked it, but obviously just didn't set the hook. That was a huge fish, man. I think you guys in America, you might call them bluefish or something. We call them here, we call them tailor. They have extremely sharp teeth. That thing was a meter every day of the week. Like, that was a meter plus every day of the week. Big fish. I was walking along the rocks, I found this steel trace. Someone's left a wire trace here. So I'm gonna get rid of these swivels and I'm gonna just try to engineer a little bit of wire trace on the end of my fly, because if we see another fish that big, which I highly doubt we're gonna, that's a pretty rare thing to see a fish of that size, but if we do, we're gonna need trace, man. That thing was an absolute donkey. That is a big ass sand dune. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run to the top of it, see if we can get a bit of a bird's eye view, see if we can't spot a fish from up high, and then run down and lay a fly in front of one. Bro, this thing is steep, man. I'm not even at the top yet. I'm puffing and panting like I just ran a marathon. But the views from up here, incredible. We'll easily be able to spot a fish from up here. Oh, let's get to the top. Come on. We're nearly at the top. Wow, look at the other side. This is epic. Full sand dunes on the back. How's the bloody views from up here? Beautiful. I will be able to see any fish. I'm just gonna sit here for probably an hour, maybe 2, just sit back, keep an eye on the water, and obviously hydrate or die. These are the rules out here. Hydrate or die. We've got a mob of goats over here and they're approaching my fishing rod. Don't even think about chewing on it. There's my fishing rod down there. And my shoes. Here's a couple of goats. Don't do it, mate. I'm watching you. Yeah, that's right. Get away from my fishing rod. Don't even look back at it. Keep moving. Get out of here, you bastard! Go on, get. We've been up here for an hour and 40 minutes. I haven't seen a fish swim past. Let's go back down, keep walking on foot. We're still walking, we're still looking, and I haven't seen another fish. We've seen one fish. We've just clicked over 4.5 hours of walking around. Been out here for 4.5 hours walking, and we've seen one giant. Had an almost hook up and didn't, but it's also very strange. This is day 3 and I've eaten 2 fish. Those 2 fish are the only thing I've eaten in 3 days, and I am not even hungry right now. It's like I've gone beyond the point of hunger. It's a strange feeling. That's sort of what I want to do this year in these videos, is like really push myself just to not have any food. Like, don't even have food in the troopy, just no food whatsoever. You feel amazing, dude. Like, all I've had over the last 3 days, black coffee, water, and 2 fish. That's it. And I'm not even hungry right now, and I feel like $1 million. I'm out here doing what I love, not hungry. It's good, man, it's great. We made it back to the car, and we do not have a giant fish on the deck. We spent 5 hours walking around out there trying to find a slob. We've nearly set hooks into one, but he got away. That was an absolute giant of a fish, bro. If we would have, oh my God, that was a big fish. But anyway, the last 3 days has been super fun. A little bit of a spanner thrown in the works. We had to change up the plans a little bit, but dude, we'll be back out there. We'll be doing it again. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. It's been fun. It's been epic. If you guys want to get your merch, these epic fishing hoodies, that delicious coffee we were drinking, all your hats, t-shirts, fielddaysshop.com. Go and check that out. Follow me on Instagram, Field Days on Instagram, if you want to see daily updates. Doggies, that is it from me. I'm packing up, heading back to see the girls. All right, much love, and I'll see you in the next video. Whoop! Shite! Yeah, the boys have been on it. The boys have been on it. Usually when I'm out in the bush, I pick up rubbish and I throw it in the back of my car and I take it home. But what's the bet? The only time I ever take rubbish home like that, I get pulled over by the cops. Maybe we'll just leave this one here this time. The boys have been on it, but bro, these clouds up here. Shut the up, stop saying that. One more cast. Oh, I'm getting way too excited out here. Yeah, love this shit. Oh! This is actually where we come and cut up that fish for lunch. Cut up that, you speak English. Why are you such a dumb Choose your fire pile. Can't even speak. Just doing a little bit of maintenance while we get that, little bit of house. Hell, I can't even speak English anymore. No, I don't got it. I can't speak English, dude. Like, I just can't speak. I actually can't speak English at the moment. I don't know what's going on. So we've got a nice little fire going. Bro. Stop saying bro. I'll tell ya. I don't know if it's luck or if it's skill, but look at this. Drive on, literally lined up the center of the boat with these rollers. You would never do that again if you ever tried. Driving on a rough ocean. Yeah, doggy, we nailed it. Oh, you bastard. Holy, I nearly snapped me ankle off. Straight down that hole. And I just put a chip in the camera. Wonderful. Honestly, nearly snapped my ankle off. You once you find them, they're just, oh my God. I've got a couple of goats up here, check this out. We're just gonna run at them. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Get that one, get that one, get that one, get that one. Oh, you bastard. Oh, look at those little ones there. Oh, look at that baby goat, man. I'll take him home. So cute, dude. So many goats here.